Practice number 4 in the books, and that was by far the most entertaining session that the 49ers have had so far this training camp. And you know what? Maybe they should just pay Brandon Aiyuk now. He was absolutely dominant. 5 catches today. 4 of those were touchdowns. The 49ers ran their first red zone periods of training camp, so 3 touchdowns for Brandon Aiyuk in the red zone, and he was just completely uncoverable. It was a mix of work against the first team and the second team, and the second team defense just could not cover Aiyuk, could not cover Deebo Samuel on some of these crossing patterns. You're going to wonder which quarterbacks were throwing. Well, in the red zone, it was primarily Sam Darnold to Brandon Aiyuk, and then 2 of the 3 touchdowns were from Sam Darnold. 1 of the 3 was from Brandon Allen. More about Trey Lance in a bit if you want the stats. Why don't we go through the stats? Trey Lance started with the ones at quarterback today because Brock Purdy had his scheduled day off. 5 of 8 for Trey Lance, 1 touchdown pass to Chris Conley in red zone work. Then Trey might have run one in. There's going to be debate about whether or not the rookie undrafted free agent, his former teammate at North Dakota State, Spencer Waege, registered a sack. Remember, pads aren't on yet, even if they were on. Quarterbacks can't be touched, so Trey Lance did roll away from Waege, who generated some pressure, and then he ran it into the end zone. So might have been a sack, might have been a touchdown. Trey did show off some good speed, though. I think that's important, coming off the ankle injury. So Lance was 5 of 8, but Darnold was just excellent today. 8 of 10. Obviously, Brandon Aiyuk was his favorite target. There was a step up from pressure. There was a blitz that they showed with George Odom that Sam Darnold beat with a throw to Brandon Aiyuk. And then there was a roll right where Darnold hung into the pocket and just sprinted right. I can't call it sprint right option. I think that it wasn't a design play. It was an improvisational play. And then it was just an excellent throw from Sam Darnold to Brandon Aiyuk, crossing in the back of the end zone for another score. If we're going to look at all the quarterbacks, and, I could talk about Brandon Allen. He went with the 3s today. Brandon Allen hasn't been getting reps with the 1s and the 2s like Sam Darnold and Trey Lance have been getting. With the 3s, Brandon Allen was 3 of 5 with 2 touchdowns, although today we did see Brandon Aiyuk and those receivers mix in to the reps with Brandon Allen, so he did get a chance to throw a touchdown to Aiyuk. The downside of Trey Lance's performance today was another blown short pass. Only one of them today. I know he blew 2 of them the other day, but a blown short attempt to Deebo Samuel in the red zone. And it was, Trey rolled right. Deebo was splitting out right. Should have been an easy 5-yard completion. It's on the run, so nothing that's easy should be taken for granted, and he just sailed him. So after practice, Trey Lance was working, and he was working on that exact route 4 or 5 times. He was repping it after practice because that's going to be the difference between a job and not getting a job for Trey Lance, is his ability to complete the short game. Coaches, especially offensive coaches, they don't care about anything more than a quarterback's ability to consistently execute the short game. And when Lance blew those 2 gimmies the other day at practice, he wasn't happy. Kyle Shanahan wasn't happy. And today, when he blew the gimme to Deebo Samuel, I'm sure nobody was happy. Lance did hit a nice seam route to George Kittle to start this game. Perfectly placed the football. So that was he was better today than he was the other day when he was 104, 105, or maybe 205. It wasn't great the other day for Trey Lance with those 2 short misses. Today he was better. He was more accurate. He was more in command, but he did miss that short pass to Deebo Samuel, and that has to get better. There was also a fumbled snap today from Trey Lance, and he pointed at himself saying, it was my fault. Jake Brendel was the center. So in general, the offense just ran the best under Sam Darnold today, with Brock Purdy taking the day off. Couple more notes. Fred Warner had a tackle for loss on the first play. Fred's really good. Jalen Moore, with Trent Williams getting a scheduled day off. Jalen Moore, again, the starting left tackle. Whenever Trent's gotten the day off, Jalen's been the starting left tackle. I'd say that, pads are about to come on, so we'll find out about this in a couple days. But I would say that Jalen Moore might be ahead of Matt Pryor right now in that swing tackle battle. Nice forced fumble from Curtis Robinson. And I just have to wrap this up by saying maybe the 49ers should pay Brandon Aiyuk now. Not really sure if he would even agree to that. I think that Brandon Aiyuk is in a position where he's going to make money next year. He's going to get paid. 5 catches, 4 touchdowns. Brandon Aiyuk was awesome on a day that the 49ers offense was its sharpest yet. Brock Purdy is going to be back out tomorrow, and pads will be coming on for the 49ers.